Hello and God bless you. This is Bishop Canyon. I want to speak to you today concerning the power of being determined when it comes to prayer. Jesus said in Luke 18:1 that men ought to always pray and not to faint. But sometimes it's hard to keep fighting, keep believing, keep praying when you've been waiting a long time and nothing seems to get better. Nothing seems to change. You strain to see something that will give you hope that things might get better. Anything will do, no matter how small. You look in vain for a cloud the size of a man's hand to give you hope that rain will come. But the skies are clear. You don't see a cloud anywhere. During those times, you cannot give up. You must persevere in prayer and be determined to get what you need from God. Sometimes your breakthrough won't come easy. You've got to press through to get to your breakthrough. My God, you got to press through to get to your breakthrough. You may be facing a situation right now, but keep pressing and keep praying. Your breakthrough will come. Let me say that again. Your breakthrough will come. In Luke 18, we see the power of the press. Jesus knew that there would be times when you would be tempted to believe that prayer is an exercise in futility. So he uses this widow to show us the power of determination in bringing about change. You must be determined to stay the course when it comes to prayer. This widow challenged with getting justice from an unjust judge. But how many of you know that God can have people to bless you reluctantly? They don't really want to, but if you keep praying and through the power of prayer, God can turn their heart. Remember, the heart of the king is in the hands of the Lord, and he turns it whithersoever he chooses. Whatever you do, brothers and sisters, keep praying, because I declare prophetically that there are things that are working in your favor and things are about to turn in your favor. It's important to understand that during these times, the judge was a circuit judge. He would go from place to place, and under his tent, he would listen to the complaints and make decisions. But there was a problem. They were known for being dishonest, and most times to get justice, you had to have some money to bribe them with. The widow in our story had no money and no connections to anyone who did. But what she had made up for what she didn't have. She was in need, so she had a determined heart, a determined spirit. Throughout the Bible, we see that the presence of need drove men and women to seek Jesus. Whether it was the 10 lepers who needed healing, Bartimaeus who needed his sight, or the woman with the issue of blood who needed her flow to stop. This widow was another person who joined this chorus of need, and she felt deeply about what she needed. And she was determined to get it. She was determined to get her breakthrough. And you know what? She got it. Some of you have great needs right now, and I want you to understand that your need will supply the fuel to keep you praying. What you need it too much to quit. But going back to this woman now, how did she get what she wanted? In Luke the 18th chapter, we read this. And the unjust judge would not give her justice for a while. But afterward he said within himself, though I fear not God, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. The answer is in the latter part of verse 5, where the unjust judge says, I will avenge her because if I don't, she's going to keep coming and wear me out. This woman was determined, so she kept coming. This is the message to you. Whatever you do, keep coming. Because if this woman can get justice from an unjust judge, how much more can you if you cry out to your God day and night? This is not a story of comparing God with an unjust judge, but it is a contrast showing the difference between the two. There are so many things over the course of your life that you only got through because you were determined. God gave you the grace to get up and keep coming. And you know what? He's going to do it again right now. During the 1992 Summer Olympics, British runner Derek Redmond tore a hamstring and he fell on the track. He struggled to his feet and began to hobble, determined to complete the race. He could barely walk, but he kept coming. This is a word for you. You may have fallen in your faith and may be walking with a limp, but keep coming. Be determined in your prayer life. Get up, keep coming. He was in so much pain that his father ran from the stands to help his son off the track. But when he arrived, his son refused to leave the track. He was determined to finish the race. He leaned on his father, and the two of them limped to the finish line together to deafening applause. You may be limping, but the Holy Spirit will come, hold you up, and bring you and your limp across the finish line. I want to encourage you, stay the course, because you're not alone. You have help. Get up, get with it, and finish.